Alright everyone, and welcome to my deck tech. Here we're going to show you how Mardu no ETB works. I guess you can't really see the name of the deck, but it's called Mardu no ETB, is what we're doing here. So essentially this deck functions around Topler Orb. What we're trying to do is say that nothing will trigger anything when anything enters the battlefield. Specifically creatures, but we're branching out into artifacts because it's super relevant. There's tons of affinity running around right now. So, all's to say, here's what we got. Start things off, Tabernactus Goddess. Alright, so 3 Topler Orbs, super necessary. It's just what's going to enable our combo, and it's hard to kill with Fatal Push and Bolt. Doorkeeper. This is a Topler Orb that also hits artifacts, but is killable with Bolt and Push. And then Hushbringer. So essentially what we're doing, we're playing a total of 11 enablers. We're calling these our enablers because they disable our opponent from doing stuff, and they enable us to do stuff. Here is the stuff we are trying to do. Haunted Horror. We're playing this as a 2-of. This is really just to fill out the curve. Sure, it can get beats in there. It's got trample. It's hella good value. But at the end of the day, this is not the best. This is sprinkles. It functions with the deck very efficiently, but it's sprinkles on top. It's not what we're actively gunning for. What we are actively gunning for is 4 Flage that we're going to be keeping and using to attack, along with 4 Croxes. Sorry, 3 Croxes. So that's 7 Titans that are payoffs. And then 2 of the Haunted Horrors. So these are our big payoffs. Essentially, we're cheating in big creatures and keeping them big. It's efficient, it works, and it shits on the opponent while we're doing it, so it's not bad. Now, from here onwards, we have a few little things that just make the deck run smoother. So we have 4 Ragavans just to ramp us up, do all kinds of dumb stuff. Last game I played, which is what you're going to see up here, I ended up using Ragavan to like steal a Vivi from an affinity player, and it just, like, you can run away with dumb stuff. But the ramp is really what it's in here for. Beats are great. And Vexing Devil. Now, Vexing Devil is a bit of a weird vexing card. Now, the whole take on Vexing Devil here is, yes, it's a good early form of life loss. Sure, who gives a fuck? Like, yes, it's chonky, it does its thing. But what we're actually low-key trying to do is use abilities like Hushbringer to keep the Vexing Devil as a 1-mana 4/3 on ETB with no sack trigger. If we can do that, we're winning. Because it's amazing value. Sure, it pushes us a little bit further back in the game, but we're hoping to be able to catch up with how big the stats on our actual creatures are, right? Now, because we're playing Vexing Devil, and look, this is a 2-drop, that's a 2-drop, that's a 2-drop, that's a 2-drop, that's a 3, sure, that's a 1-drop, and that's a 1-drop. Alright, so mostly 1s and 2s with just Flage in the 3 spot. That allows us to do something stupid. Let's play Claim to Fame. So Claim to Fame allows us to do even more dumb stuff. First off, it allows us to get back our Vexing Devil. So if we were to play Vexing Devil turn 1, they sack it, it dies. For 1 mana, we can bring it back with Claim, and they have to deal with another 4 damage. Pain in the butt, it is what it is. But Claim to Fame does a lot more than that. Specifically because all of our 2-drop guys here that are our enablers to allow our synergistic combo to work are hittable with Claim to Fame. So if they eat a Bolt, they eat a Push, they die, we can bring them back. We just bring them back for 1 black. Bring them back, nice and smooth. It also allows us, let's say we were to, I don't know, mill over one of our big hitters, like Haunted Horror or Croxa, I'm going to just bring them back. Just bring them back. And not only we're bringing them back, but Fame allows us to bring them back and give them haste. Right? Prismatic Ending is in there as a 3-of just for removal to hit everything. Super useful card. Versatile. Good in every matchup. Then we're playing 4 Bolts, 2 Tides. Simple. Simplest. 3 Topplers, 4 Thrall, 2 Haunted Horrors, 4 Hushbringers, 3 Croxes, 4 Flage, 4 Ragavan, 4 Devils. Simple. 4 bolts, 2 tides, 20 lands, especially featuring 4 Arenas of Glory. Our deck is trying to land Titans on turn 2 or turn 3, most of the time turn 3. Pretty much turn 3. And then give them a haste. If we can have a hasty Titan on turn 3, it's pretty hard for us to lose. A couple Blood Crypts, some Bloodstained Mires, blah 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 blah. Claim to Fame, Prismatic. Sideboard's pretty simple. 2 Tormod's Crypts, because opponents' graveyards aren't fun. 3 Redirect Lightning to deal with all the removal, especially because removal's going to be coming towards our enabler pieces and our big targets. So if we can essentially flip that around and use their own removal against them, that's the way. Surgical Extraction, because graveyard combo, dredge, affinity, BS is all about this. 1 Gemstone Caverns to board in when we are on the draw, which will allow us to play our enablers a lot faster and hopefully ramp up. 3 Meltdowns because affinity sucks, and 3 Wrath of the Skies because affinity sucks. And so does Boros. So that's pretty much the deck. Ta-da! Watch this game. Alright, and we're back. Not a bad hand, but it looks like we're facing off against affinity, which is new fun. This is kind of an annoying matchup, especially when they do stuff like that. Good start. I think here we just bolt the Emery before he gets to untap with it. He won't know what we're on, but I don't think Boros plays Bolt, so you can start to guess. Alter the Brood. Oh my god! Alright, you control. Enters the battlefield. Mills a card. Yep. Mill. Alright. Cool. We're gonna rip a Marsh Flats and so go. So end of turn, we're gonna attempt to go Doorkeeper here. Yeah, you got it, bro. I think I'm feeling a Blood Crypt. See what they're up to. What is it? Stock up? Construct? Yeah, okay. It's big. It's gonna be a 6. It's kind of annoying. Hopefully we can draw a removal for it. Yep. Thank you for the reminder. A lot of soggy sagas. What are you gonna get? Skateboard? Tormund's Crypt, very nice. So they are 6s. This guy wants to dance? Let's dance. I like this. I'll outgrind you. I got more 6/6s. Yeah, you don't get a choice in that, bud. Yeah, you hide behind that construct for as long as you can. What do you got? Another... I hate this thing. Sure, you can drop 2. It's forgetting the drop triggers. However. 6. I do have a claim to fame. Yeah, I might as well mute it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the 4th pledge. What the heck is this? Flying, whenever you cast, you may tap target creature. Oh my god, okay. get a win on that one. Let's take it. This hand is pretty bad. On the draw, yeah, we're gonna ball that. Yeah, this feels better. Okay, what do we put back? I think we're gonna put back the oh, your man's gonna do work though. Yeah, that's good. Alright, not great, but not bad. I think this will be a mulligan. Like, what do we go? Turn 1 Van. Yeah, screw it. Let's give it a shot. I say we get a Sacred Foundry. I think Wrath of this guy's going to be important to start to search for, especially if this can connect. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, draw another van. Not great. Start combat, little hit, make a treasure. Cool. Bro, you gotta sack one. They're legendary, aren't they? Oh, they're not legendary. Cool. Okay, second Ursus. That's rough, bud. It's kind of rough too, but whatever. Yeah, don't hate my options now. My opponent's in a bad spot. We haven't drawn a payoff yet, but that Saga's gonna blow. Let's see what they get. Alter the Brood. That's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, I want Vivi. Ah! Bro, like, I know your deck can pull it out, but no one to call it. I'm holding 2 Wrathless Skies and a Meltdown. Unless you can go off in 1 turn, Moon Boy, I'm pretty sure I got you. Alright, what you got? Alter the Brood, trigger, alter the Brood, yeah, I'll mill a card. You got a land? Okay, float the mana, sure. Off the Saga, yeah, okay, whatever. Y'all should be careful, I got Crocs in there. Sure. Yeah, and I can cast back a lot of stuff if I get mana, which I don't really have, but that's okay. Alright, so now is when we... wipe your entire board, set a counter, ping, start combat, attack for 3, spy, not interested in that. Play the double post combat. I'm pretty sure I got you beat 6 ways to Sunday here, bro. Okay. Cute. Not sure what you're gonna try. Okay, GG's. Yay, we got a dub, finally. Didn't I get game 1 and game 2 right there? Yeah, I thought I just beat the living snot out of this kid. Take out the caverns. Put in a devil, I guess. What do we got? 1, 2, 3. Cool big stuff. Cruxa, surgical, haunted horror. Not bad. We still have a lot of ways to draw what we need. Oh, new game. My bad. What do we got? Double marsh flats, a saver or Ragman bolts. Yeah, we'll keep that. Okay, I guess we're on the play. So we'll drop the marsh flats, crack it. We have white, so we'll start with the Sacred Foundry. Cast the van and say go. What a great turn 1 opening. Come on, brother. Saga, say go. All to the brood. Okay. No 0 mana BS. Come on, no mocks. No mocks. Yes! Lord. Okay, so we're gonna drop the Bloodstained Mire. Now we get the Blood Crypt. We're gonna cast this thing that says nothing special is allowed to happen. And then we start combat and we attack with the van. Yeah, we're for sure playing that. That makes things a lot easier. Let's go main phase, tap that for a devil, blow up the treasure for another devil, say go. Thanks for the mocks, bro. Okay. Can you keep up with that? Because we're going to be swinging for 11 and I got a bolt. You're dead in 2 turns. pretty good start. It's a pretty good start. What do you got, Mr. Urza Saga? Alter the Brood. Yeah, I'll mill one. You got it, bro. Okay, this might be one of the best decks I've ever put together, I gotta be honest. Okay, mill another 2. Finally, Vexing Devil gets to shine. I am so happy. Sure, I'll mill another 2. You're not making dudes, though, so thanks. Okay, I'll mill another 2. You got it, bro. Now my graveyard is actually valid. I'm part of this game, and no, it's not. Very nicely done. But my deck's cooler. Yeah, we're gonna come at you with the team. It's 11 Z's. That should drop you pretty low. Oh, a Vivi! How nice! I'll take your Vivi. Oh. Yep, no, you're right. You're right. Fair enough. Okay, we're winning now. Let's not push it. BB Bolt would only deal another 4. There's no need. We can do that next turn easily with all the mana we'll have. He's floating a mana. He's getting rid of the Saga. We'll see what he does. Probably end up milling a few more, but that's fine. Sure, get an opal. I'll mill 2. That works. Cool. Well, you're out of cards, so let's get our planes. And we'll cast Toppler Orb. Ping. Yep. Bro, I had Bolt. Okay, I've beaten you 5 times. You're done. You're done.